Hello there guys, and welcome to another edition of Star Wars Comics. No, it's not another guy, it's still Bessie, but I am sick. I'm hoping you guys could make me feel better, and I mean, talking about Maul makes everyone feel better, let's be real. With that in mind, today we continue to part 2 of yesterday's video. Grievous, with the instructions of Dooku, goes on to crush Maul's forces on Zanbar. The Zabrak flees. For now, they have won the battle, but not the war. Maul desperately is trying to get in contact with Mother, more specifically Mother Talzin. He seeks her guidance. All of a sudden, using Maul as a vessel, Mother Talzin appears before him. Maul goes on to explain that he has done everything that she wished for. As Sidious thought that he was luring Maul and Talzin, in fact, they were doing an opposite. Talzin was luring Sidious and his cohorts to a trap. Maul had escaped the prison, but Talzin intelligently said that we must assume he allowed you to break free. With Sidious, nothing is ever as it seems. Furthermore, she knew that Sidious was expecting Maul to retreat to Mother Talzin's location, and so because of this, they would not do that. She instructed Maul to lead his fleet to Ord Mantell, where the Black Sun has a stronghold. He should prepare himself. The next move will be critical. Maul desperately wanted his mother to join him there, but she would not. Finally, the fleet had reached Ord Mantell. They proceeded to land on the city. Now it was Maul's turn. Heroically, he started giving speeches to his brothers. However, his faction was not so confident. Could they really hold up a fight against the mighty power of the Separatists? Overconfident, Maul reassured them. The Clone Wars had vastly weakened both Dooku and Grievous. At this time, they don't even realize how vulnerable they really are. This is the time to strike. During that time, we cut to the Invisible Hand, where it is reported to Grievous that Mandalorian warships are amassing on Ord Mantell, confirming to Dooku that the Black Sun is in league with Maul's syndicate. Still puzzled, Grievous wants to know why Mother Talzin is so important. Dooku had to explain. In fact, Talzin was a more older and fouler creature than Grievous could ever imagine. Her magic and her teachings were otherworldly. Once allies with Sidious, now she is a threat. If she is not destroyed, she would compromise all of their plans. Suddenly, the droid informs them both that reconnaissance droids near Dathomir report a single transport shuttle leaving the planet moments ago. This was it. Dooku was sure that this was Mother Talzin trying to reach Maul on Ord Mantell. Once they came out of hyperspace, he instructed Grievous to bombard the city from orbit. Once that is done, he will leave Mother Talzin to him. Of course, Maul was wary of this. He was a brilliant tactician by himself. He informed the rest that the attack would begin by air first. Once they had pummeled the city, then ground forces will be committed. As soon as that happens, the Mandalorians will lead the Pikes and the Black Sun's mercenaries in a full-scale counterattack, serving as a bit of a distraction. Just in time, Saxon informs Maul that an incoming transport is coming from Dathomir. Maul awaits them. We see that the transport from Dathomir are actually Night Brothers, sent by Mother Talzin. A very pleased Maul. He says that Mother has chosen well, but now he could sense the enemy. The droids are here. Grievous came out of hyperspace, ordering to fire upon the planet. Rushing, all the soldiers and the civilians went into seclusion. The destruction was catastrophic. They continued to fire. Maul ordered all of them to take their positions. The Mandalorians need hear no more. They were ready. Victory or death. Now, the ground troops were coming. A full-on battle was beginning. While the battle had begun outside, Count Dooku landed within the stronghold. He informed his guards that Maul and Mother Talzin are the main targets. All the others do not matter. Dooku was determined to end this once and for all. While Dooku was still unsuspecting, Grievous knew that something wasn't right. Where are the Mandalorian warships that are at their disposal? Why aren't they protecting the city? He quickly got an answer. They were luring them into a trap. Now Maul, together with his fleet, were focusing on destroying the Invisible Hand and the Separatist warships. More confident now than ever, Maul knew that once they captured Grievous, the droid army will fall together with him. Dooku was still investigating. He sensed that Maul was here. Right at that time, both of his bodyguards are destroyed. Out of the shadows come Night Brothers. They welcome the Count. Mother Talzin sends her regards. Dooku ignited his lightsaber. He was prepared to battle, and in clear-cut fashion, underestimating the Night Brothers. Meanwhile, the ground battle wasn't going as they planned. They considered this a slaughter. They had no chance whatsoever. Saxon reassured them, and he told them to not question the strategy of Maul. We need to ensure its success. But their doubts soon would come to be realized. As usual with the Separatists, they were outnumbered. Now Maul had to move quickly. As he came closer to the command ship, now he was ready to board. Using his lightsaber, he was trying to create a pathway. Dooku had his hands full, slicing a Night Brother's head clean off. They were enraged. All the Zabraks were hurling at him. He proceeded to use Force Lightning, disabling mostly the rest, but they were still coming for him. Grievous is now definitely worried. As he was trying to figure out an escape plan, he heard one warning: disconnect the droid's command signal or die. Maul had arrived. Full force, he rushed at Grievous, igniting his darksaber. He knew what had to be done. Back on Ord Mantell, the entire faction of Maul was now cornered. They were about to get slaughtered. But suddenly, they shut off. Saxon knew exactly who was behind this. His master would not let him down as they started tearing the Separatist droids apart. Dooku had almost finished with the Night Brothers. He was determined to kill this last Night Brother, Maul, and finally, Talzin. As he was getting ready to do that, however, an entire legion was behind him. Count Dooku was finally cornered and captured. The entire plan went as they had hoped. It was done. Talzin again appeared before Maul. She was pleased. A job very well done. Maul reassured her that both Dooku and Grievous have now been captured and their forces are now under their control. Talzin was proud. Soon, Sidious will follow, and together, they will have their revenge. Boy, what an issue, and what a rush. This was issue number 2 of the Son of Dathomir comics, and it is one of the more better ones out there. Feel free to pick one up for yourself, guys. This is a great read, and it actually shows that Maul's progression through the years was just phenomenal. He went from being a mindless drone, just killing for Sidious, to now being a complete and utter strategist. While yes, he was still a bit dependent on a master, in this case being Mother Talzin, I'm sure that at some point he would have broke through that plateau and be a great leader on his own. Without Talzin, without Sidious, without anyone. But that's how the story of Maul goes. Of course, guys, if you want me to continue these Son of Dathomir issues, all you have to do is leave a like down below and comment on what are your thoughts and opinions, and do you want issue number 3? Lastly, I just want to thank you so much for the support. You guys recently have been phenomenal. I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm sick as a dog right now, but hope to get better real soon. Hope that didn't hamper the production all too much. Again, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and before you go, may the Force be with you always.